it tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. If you wanna get it tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. Make your body feel right, get you some sultrylim.com.
Hey everybody, yes, I had to pull a robe out, bitch, a little cool. All right, so look, Basketball Wives had a bitch in her bag. Them hoes worked on my last nerve, and I got some things to say. This may not be in any specific order. It may not tell you the whole story because my emotions are too high. All right, so let's just get into my notes. CC. We're going to start off where the episode left off 2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago, Malaysia had a wig party. She was trying to help OG get her wig game up, which she did, okay? In the process of this little get-together amongst people who aren't fucking friends, Cece comes in late and asks OG what happened at the party. What did she miss? Because apparently a lot of shit went down between Tammy and Evelyn and Jackie and Kristen and OG. Shit was just going off all over the place. Little fires being put out all over the place at OG's party. Cece wanted to catch up. Tammy, who was the only person that peeped this little quiet conversation happening right in front of the fucking cameras, decided to blurt out, hey, what y'all whispering about over there? And Cece was like, I was just asking, what happened at the party since I missed it, and everything like that. And this is when they get upset and start to call her messy, Jen and Evelyn. I think specifically it might have been Jen who called her, messy. It's been 2 weeks, so I don't really remember. I just remember how I felt about the shit. So Evelyn and Jen have basically spun this whole little story about the giving of head or the giving of happy endings, hand jobs, whatever the fuck you want to call it. A happy ending is somebody coming at the end of something, okay? Happy ending, however the fuck they got there, all right? It was supposed to be a joke, and Kristen didn't tell Cece it was a joke. It was never a fucking joke. Y'all might have been laughing, but it wasn't a joke. Y'all was telling that shit to Kristen like it was something y'all heard, like it was the word on a curb, okay? Kristen went back and told Cece what she heard because it wasn't a joke. But now that Evelyn and Jen have tried to make it seem like Kristen just didn't tell Cece it was a joke, and now Cece is being stupid and being confused because she doesn't understand that it was all a joke. That's why Jen is like, are you stupid? What didn't you understand about this? How can you spend all of these years in college, in nursing school and all this, and you can't understand common sense that this was a joke that has nothing? First of all, bitch, slow your motherfucking roll, because you ain't the shiniest penny in the fucking coin purse, bitch. You ain't that smart your damn self, all right? Because I don't know how you couldn't see that Tim had issues. The motherfucker was on a reality show showing you he had issues, but you still decided you was going to get into a relationship with his hip-having ass. Now you want to get on this motherfucking show and try to act like you smart enough when you've been one of the ditziest bitches to ever grace the screen, okay? But you want to sit up there and act like Cece is stupid because she doesn't understand that it was a joke, and how she gonna bring that up? She brought it up because y'all was sitting up there calling her messy. How the people that told the story that she was giving happy endings at her business, giving hand jobs at her business, y'all spread that rumor out, and you gonna turn around and tell her that she's being messy? It was ironic. That's why she was pointing it out. Very fucking understandable as far as I'm concerned. So it just really annoyed me that Kristen and Malaysia and everybody else are going along with this storyline that Cece is somehow confused about something. She's not confused. She was bringing up a point to say, how you gonna call me messy? That was all she was saying. But they ran her ass up out of there because obviously she didn't want to really get into this confrontation with them. But I don't think she was backing down. She just was walking away because like grown women do. If I don't feel like going back and forth with your stupid ass after you would have insulted my intelligence, I'm just gonna walk the fuck off because I don't want to put my hands on you. And that's the next step. And Jen, you're not about that life. And you're happy that you and Evelyn are now friends so somebody can protect you and put a battery in your back and get your ass whooped, okay? Because that's when that's the energy I'm feeling, okay? Anyway, Cece walks out and leaves. They all walk out after her, still trying to have this same conversation. Kristen and Malaysia are telling Cece that she needs to stand up for herself. I can't stand up for you. Kristen, shut the fuck up. Because you threw Cece under the bus because you didn't want to be the blame for that situation because Evelyn and Jen threw you under the bus. So now you're doing the same thing to Cece, and y'all doing this real funny shit by flipping it and trying to make it seem like Cece is the one that's throwing Kristen under the bus. No, Kristen. You threw Cece under the bus when you ran back and told her that shit. And then when Evelyn and Jen and all of them confronted you and tried to make it seem like, oh, you didn't tell her it was a joke because you didn't think it was a joke. But because you want to be friends with these thirsty, grown-ass, pathetic-ass bitches, okay, who don't have men, so they got time to be sitting up here making up rumors and being mean girls and acting like they fucking 16. They got time for this because they ain't got no men. But you got a husband and a child. So you need to go and stay in your lane and stop trying to be friends with these stupid ass batches over here. Okay, I'm trying to cut out the cursing because I know I'm going off right now. And I know some of y'all don't like that with y'all sensitive capabilities and shit. But I'm telling you right now, there is no way to review Basketball Wives without cursing. So if you watch Basketball Wives and you expecting a curse-free review, you got the world fucked up. Don't expect that. I cannot talk about these bitches without cursing them out. I'm just saying. They're exhausting. They really are, okay? So after this, Tammy sits down with Pastor John Gray and his wife. They got a show on TV that comes on Saturdays. It was coming on after Iyanla before she went on hiatus, okay? So I've seen them. I know what they do. She's been seeking counseling from them, and they give her homework to maybe say something nice about all of the women who are in this group who she has issues with, who she's friends with, all of them. So she turns this into a day trip where all of these women can come together and say something nice about each other. We know that's not gonna happen. We know this is just an intro for some bullshit, okay? Cece and Malaysia meet up, and Malaysia says that Cece threw Kristen under the bus. Like I said, I think that's bullshit. Cece, in some type of way, finds solace at the end of this conversation that blames her for everything that happened, as if she was wrong for asking what happened at the party. Like bitches don't do that all the time, okay? I just feel like when you make them think you scared, they pounce on your ass. In Malaysia, I personally feel like, how could you not see all of this as it was happening? Like, how could you not see this? How could you take the side of she was throwing Kristen under the bus? I almost feel like it's because you like Kristen more, but it's all bullshit to me. Okay, I don't see how Cece did that at all. I've already explained that, so I won't, expand upon that. I'll just say I don't agree with Malaysia. From this conversation, Malaysia is on the lookout for some D, and the specific D was at the Mardi Gras party that Cece threw. So, that Malaysia threw. So, I don't know, I thought she said your party, but I thought that was Malaysia's Mardi Gras. I thought that was Malaysia and Kristen's party, but it was Cece's party. I think it might have been Cece's party because it had all the old players there. Either way, she saw a man there that she liked, and now she wants to, go and date him and find him. Y'all, I'm so mad that earring came off. See, like we talking about when you get your earrings from the hair store. Anyway, so Tammy and Shawnee meet up to go shopping, and Malaysia was supposed to come, but she didn't come until later. Tammy tells her about her discussion with John Gray and his wife. I forgot what her name is, but anyway, because I hate to keep saying his wife as if she doesn't have her own identity, but I only really know him, so that's why I'm saying it like that. Anyway. She thinks it would be a good idea to invite all the ladies, including Evelyn, to this. Shawnee is like, okay, cool. Shawnee asks how she feels about Jen. And that's when she kind of lets out there that there's a rumor going around and it has something to do with Shawnee, but she doesn't want to say it because she doesn't want to be messy, but she does want the person who said it, obviously Jen, to say it to Shawnee herself so that she doesn't have to be the one to put it out there because it's really fucked up. And I'm like, Tammy, you are inadvertently doing exactly what you're trying not to do. You being messy as fuck, and you're the person that's putting it out there, because if you didn't say anything, none of us would have known any better. We would not have known about this so-called rumor that Evelyn fucked one of Shawnee's exes. We would not have known about that at all. I ain't never seen that on the blogs. So I honestly don't think it's true. But I think that Tammy dislikes Jen and Evelyn so much that if she can, she will fuck up their relationship because she's pissed off about how that has now changed the dynamic of her and Jen's relationship. But I'm like, you should have seen this coming from the beginning because Jen has always been this bitch, Tammy. She's always been this person. I'm not surprised. There's no surprise here.
If you want to make your bad time sweet, go ahead and head over to the Sugar Shack collection. Link down below in the description box where you can get a discount on your purchase.
So OG has her little, shit going on. She's not really a part of the group this episode, but she goes shopping with her mom. And in this discussion, we find out that she wants to get engaged. She wants to get married. She wants to start the process of having a family and children. But her basketball playing boyfriend who plays overseas is not really in a space for that. She don't even know, they haven't even had the conversation yet. They haven't even talked about marriage or engagement. And they go out on a date, and she takes this opportunity to gauge where he is. And he gets nervous and says that he wants to be a better person so that they can make those moves. But right now, he don't know about all of that. And I just kind of feel like that's a waste of time. I'm sorry, but as a 30-year-old woman, I feel like we should not be wasting our time on men who feel like because they have forever to have children that we should be waiting for them to come to their senses. If you love somebody and you want to be with them, then just do the right thing. It's not that hard. Don't fucking cheat on them. And if you're going to cheat on them when you overseas, don't let them find out about it. Don't let these hoes in on your life. Don't keep the same one. Wrap it up at all times. Respect your woman and move on with your life. But to sit up here and say that you getting to the point where you're going to be ready for that, like this girl ain't probably in her 30s already, I think it's some bullshit. And I also think it is bullshit for her to postpone whatever she wants to happen in her life depending upon what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that narrative. I don't like how that looks. I feel like when two people are ready for this, it should be two people being ready for this. It shouldn't be one person impressing upon the other person that this is what they're ready for. Now, I will have to say, I had to let it be known that that was my expectation, but I had been letting that known that that was my expectation the whole damn time. So if you didn't know, now you know, baby, okay? And I'm not about to give you no time to decide years and years and years being boyfriend, girlfriend. Fuck out of here. I did that already, and I'm happy that I did wait because we needed time. But y'all seem like y'all our age now still having these types of conversations, and I don't know if OG is going to get what she needs out of this relationship in all honesty. But she doesn't seem like it would be an issue for her to walk away, so we'll see. So Tammy and Jackie go play the drums. Okay, and I forgot to mention that when Tammy talked to Shawnee and Malaysia eventually came in, that Malaysia already knew about the rumor, and they said they was gonna wait until the day trip. So that's when Shawnee is expecting to find out about this rumor, because now they done made her nerves bad. She had to go and smoke some of her weed at her dispensary to calm her nerves down. You could tell that's where she was going when she left. So now Tammy and Jackie are playing the drums, and Tammy is telling Jackie about it. Jackie already knew about the situation, so she knows it's gonna be some fucking mess. So it seems we're just showing y'all that everybody knows about this rumor but Shawnee and Evelyn. So Evelyn and Jen go to the doctor's office, and Evelyn tells Jen about this whole day trip. And she's surprised that she's the one that's telling Jen, because she knows that Jen has a relationship with Tammy. Even though it's been strained lately, it's funny that she's the one that has to tell her about it. They're at the doctor's office because Jen is thinking about freezing her 42-year-old eggs. Now she's thinking about freezing them because even though she's not ready to have a baby tomorrow, she doesn't want to not be able to have her own. And I just kind of feel like, I know we've entered this time period where because of the advances in science and medicine, women are now able to conceive healthy babies in their 40s, but it is still not ideal. So the whole idea of freezing 42-year-old eggs got me looking at Jen like this is just so you can have another scene for y'all to talk about some shit. So it's not like another walking in a park shopping scene, okay? In all honesty. But she says she's really thinking about it. It's so much to think about. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, I kind of feel like you should have been freezing eggs when you was 32. So before we get to the retreat, did you guys see the commercial with Tammy, Jackie, and Shawnee all played like basketball grandmas? That shit was hilarious. If you didn't see it and you record the show, please go back. If you can look on the VH1 app and find it, please go watch it, because it was a promotion for the Uncle Drew movie that's coming out. But the shit was hilarious, okay? I was too tickled by watching the three of them as old grandmas fighting and shit like on Basketball Wives, doing confessionals and shit. It was hilarious. Oh my God, I wasn't ready. Anyway, y'all, so they get to the day trip. Everybody is there, and there's obviously some tension, but Tammy starts it off. She says something nice about Malaysia, about how she wished she could be as forgiving as Malaysia. And then Shawnee says that she is sorry that her relationship with Malaysia started off bad, but she really does like her and thinks she's a good person. So now they hug it out. They're in a good place. I like that moment. I was glad because I always felt like Malaysia and Shawnee having beef was stupid. But so I'm really glad that they're on the same page, because a lot of the times they're the two most mature people in the fucking room, regardless of how much they annoy me sometimes. They still tend to be the calmest, most mature. So it would kind of make sense for them to be friends to me. Anyway, so Kristen says something to Shawnee, and then Tammy says that even though she and Evelyn have had their issues, she still feels as if, you know, she wants to be in a cordial place with her. And this is when Jackie gets on her beef with Evelyn. And Evelyn was like, I don't have anything nice to say about y'all, but I'm here and I'm cordial. And that kind of made me mad. I'm like, Evelyn, you really need to do some more growing if you can't think of anything positive to say about Jackie or Tammy. Because even though Jackie works on my nerves, I could think of some nice things to say about her disgusting ass, okay? And I could think of something nice to say about Tammy. So I think that Evelyn is just always being the bitch in a situation. It kind of just seems that way. And I'm kind of tired of Jackie apologizing and pouring her heart out to this bitch, all for her not to receive it. I'm tired of seeing that. And it kind of makes me upset. As much as I am annoyed with Jackie and knew this was all Jackie's fault, Jackie has a way of making you feel sorry for her after a while, especially when you got somebody like Evelyn, who is a mean girl and just don't give a fuck. So it just starts to look like you beating up on somebody that's not fighting back in a way. But anyway, you know, Jackie says she apologized and we're not going to have this conversation again. But since we all clearing shit up, I just wanted that to be out there for the last time, right? And that's when we start to get into the situation, because we thinking we about to draw this evening to an end. And Shawnee is like, so Tammy, you feel like you got everything off your chest? Because I don't feel like you have. And that's when they start to circle around and shit. And Evelyn is like, look, I don't know what y'all talking about, but I know I ain't got nothing to do with it, so can we just eliminate me? And that's when everybody is like, like conceited. Like, I don't know, bitch. And she like, wait, it got something to do with me. And Malaysia kind of makes a face. And Jen is like, wait, what is going on? And that's when Malaysia takes Jen to the side and tells Jen what's going on. And Jen says, no, Tammy asked me that. I didn't tell her that. So they go back to the group and they're trying to like tiptoe around it because nobody wants to hurt Shawnee's feelings. But ultimately, Jen is like, look, Tammy is talking about a conversation we had about Evelyn sleeping with your ex. And they said his name, but they bleeped it out. So we don't know whether it was one of them young guys that she was dating, that one, you know, little young dude she was with for a couple of years, or if they're talking about Shaq. Either way, Evelyn immediately kind of jumps into defense and crying, saying that I swear on my kids, I would never do that to you, Shawnee. This is bullshit. I would never do this to you. And at first she was kind of laughing it off, but I think that Shawnee's facial expression never changing is what was making her get emotional, because it's like, oh my God, it looks like she might actually believe this shit, and it's not true. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I kind of don't think it's true, but I think Jen definitely told Tammy that shit. I think Jen told Tammy that shit, and now Tammy is trying to use it to break up Evelyn and Jen's relationship, and also to try to cause some, you know, further damage with their relationship with Shawnee. I see you, bitch. Like, I don't care what you're talking about, Tammy. You might be acting like you don't give a fuck, but somebody that doesn't give a fuck doesn't do shit like this. If you don't have any proof of it, I don't even see why you would bring it up if it wasn't for the fact that you was trying to hurt Jen. I really do think you was trying to hurt Jen and in the process hurt Evelyn. Like, that's just how I see it, and I think it's fucked up because nobody knows if it's true, and now you got Evelyn and Shawnee looking at each other, you know, like, what the fuck? It's just, oh, you guys, it was a bad look. It was such a bad look. And it looks like Tammy is going to have text messages with Jennifer saying, oh, we need to put Evelyn on blast about her sleeping with Shawnee's ex. And I'm just like, wow, bitch. But I could totally see Jen being vindictive when she and Evelyn weren't friends anymore. I could totally see it. I don't know how this is all going to play out, but I know all of you old bitches is messy. And I kind of feel like even though Shawnee should be hurt if it's true, she needs to tread lightly, because this could all be some bullshit. This could all very much be some bullshit. It's a rumor that they heard, but ain't nobody got evidence of. And I just kind of feel like, Jen, you seem like you was lying on Evelyn just so you could try to shit on her because you was mad that she tried to beat your ass. That's what it looked like. I could be wrong. That's what it looked like. Anyway, you guys, that was Basketball Wives, okay? Please don't forget about everything going on down in my description box. Get your discounts on bath bombs with the Sugar Shack. Get your discounts on Scentbird with your first month subscription to Smell Like Me. Get you some candles. Get you some makeup. Get you some lotions. They have a whole bunch of stuff on their site now. Of course, don't forget about SoapyLuv.com and Omiyage hair care products. Serving it, all right? I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Oh, and email me about credit repair, or if you want to become an agent. I'm only taking serious inquiries. This is about starting a real business with a 1099. So y'all hit me up if y'all are interested. BONDY.BRITTANY@gmail.com. It's all down below. I love y'all. Have a good